Alright, it's been about 4 hours since we got him here. I'm gonna try and feed him. This is what Wes was feeding them, cichlid gold floating pellets. It's very important for the small arapaima to start eating right away. Actually, that's what makes it very difficult to ship 3-4 inch arapaimas, because they have to eat 2-3 times every day without exception. But shippers have to fast the fish at least for a day, and then the fish spends another day in the shipping, so for 2 days no food. For little arapaimas it's lethal. These, since they're about 6 inches or so, and were fattened up on the pellets very well, instead of just bloodworms that are usually taken by the smaller arapaima, like 3 to 4 inches. This stood a much better chance in shipping, and we're gonna give him those pellets now and see if they take them. I really hope they take them. Come on, little guys. I don't see any appetite yet. They're mostly just nervous. They don't want to eat. Oh, there you go. One of them grabbed one. Come on, babies. I saw one grab one. I don't know if he swallowed it, but he definitely took one in the mouth. There you go. I don't know if he... Yeah, that one. Maybe he took it. This nervous pacing, they haven't stopped since I put them in this tank. They haven't stopped this nervous pacing in that spot. They haven't moved anywhere. Yep, they grab the pellets and they spit them out. They're not ready yet. He might have swallowed one, that one on the top. He took one in and I think he swallowed it. So there's hope. I was getting nervous. because they are nervous. Look at this pacing and rubbing. I think Wes was giving them small hickory cichlid gold floating pellets, and these are probably large. These are 3.5 millimeter. Small is probably like 1 millimeter. They should have the same smell and everything. Yeah, I think they take one at a time. They do take them. That's great, that's great. That'll help them relax and calm down. This is the next morning. It looks like they're doing okay. Their tummies are not sunken, or some of them may have a slightest bump in the tummy. So I think they might have eaten their pellets, which are still, I mean, I gave them a large excess, so a lot of them are still floating around. But as I said yesterday, it's crucial for their survival to start eating as soon as possible. When they're 3 to 4 inches, if they miss 2 days of feeding, like usually the vendors have to fast the fish and then a little arapaima for a day, and then the shipping takes a day, and they come in very tired, low energy, lethargic, and a lot of times they don't come back. They come in alive, but then they will die. So we have these are slightly bigger, 5 to 6 inches versus 3 to 4. And the window to get them to get eating and to survive is very narrow. So every effort needs to be taken to start them feeding as soon as possible on anything. You gotta bend backwards to start to get them to feed. So I went out yesterday to buy these hickory floating cichlid gold pellets that Wesley was feeding them at his place. And I hope it worked and they ate some. Again, I can't be sure because they have not eaten a lot. So I'm still very much concerned, and will continue observing. I'm going to take out the old pellets and give them the fresh ones so they could eat at their leisure. So I've seen the little guys take some pellets, the one that are floating like for an hour. They're pretty soft. Mouth them, chew them up and spit them out. And I didn't like one bit of it. I'm really worried about them. So I had to go out and get some frozen bloodworms. So we got 5 cubes in here. Let's see if they take the bloodworms at least, to ease my worries. Three of them have one cloudy eye. It looks like slime or maybe just physical abrasion. I hope it will go away. 2 of them seem to have 2 healthy eyes. They're still very lively. You see how much energy they have. So I'm not too worried yet, but I really want to see them eat. And I want to see them eat well. I want to see a bulge in their tummy. Come on, little guys. Come on, little fellas. Go get it. There you go. There you go. Good job. Good job. There you go. Good job. Excellent. 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 That makes me really, really happy. They love bloodworms. And they're really hungry. They probably haven't eaten much in 3 days. One day of fasting at Wes's, one day in transport, and one day of me offering them those stupid pellets. Come on guys, 3 more cubes. One more cubes. Come on little guys, come on. Well, at least they have appetite, that's good. I'm afraid the sharks will eat everything, of course. It took me a few minutes, but they pounded the bloodworms after that. I'm very, very happy to see fat tummies. Nice bulge on all of them, all 5. So that's a success. There's a good hope for the future, that they will survive and be happy and start eating well for us. Now they're beginning to take the pellets too. They spit them out sometimes, but some of them they take. A little bit too big for them. They're used to the small size. Like 1 millimeter, these are 3.5 millimeter. So see, they keep taking them and spitting them out. Two days later, we're doing okay. I'm gonna give them the bloodworms right now again. I like them, they eat them very well. The little pimas are doing great. They came to love their smaller NLS pellets because they fit better in their throat, I guess. So I wanted to show you how they love them. They usually fill up pretty good. I see a bulge in their tummy from these pellets. For the last week or so, or maybe more, I've been feeding them just these pellets because the hickory are too large for them, the floating cichlid gold. plus the ingredients in hickory are obviously far inferior to the New Life Spectrum ingredients. I'm a strong believer in New Life Spectrum. They're the best pellets, in my humble opinion, there are in the market for somebody who needs a lot of pellets and good quality. They're probably better pellets for people with smaller fish and smaller tanks. But New Life is the best in my opinion for people with large fish and large tanks. There are no terrestrial origin ingredients in there except for the flour, which is just a binder for the pellet. I mean, if you compare the ingredient list side by side, you will see for yourself. There's nothing better than New Life Spectrum. Ten minutes later, everybody got very nice tummies on them, all five. I'm very happy to see that.